1840. Just had the tech zapper with their whatever excuse they're using. I'm not signed up for any kind of program, behavior modification or otherwise. But you know what? I know who needs to be. The man that's missing fingers on his left hand that tried to expose a tiny wiener and told me he could show me who it was. The 2 girls that physically attacked me that run the local ARC office, if they are the ones in my business, need to be locked up. Whoever's doing it needs to be locked up. It could be someone framing each one of them or vice versa, but I know it happened. I know something happened over 30 years ago. It wasn't even me. It was my classmate Gina, and she admits that she probably did that. He admits to catching her. So if there's something like that on the record, that's a pretty specific set of characteristics. A Dukes of Hazzard car, a tempo, another tempo. My tempo had 1 tail fin. My house was on Main Street. We got in Gina's tempo. I got 1 backseat kiss. I didn't get any kind of other action, and I wouldn't have, whether they're of age, young, or not. But Gina's the type of girl that'll just freely tell you she probably did do it with her. Poor Gina. I forgot how fun she was, so she ended up in jail. But just like we were talking about 2 Tommy Greens that died, then when Stella printed out my records, I don't think she did that. It was red tape, just like everything else. They gave me my records with Tommy Green rubbed out, and that's just one small incident that would have been pretty weird. But that's the level of stuff that I've had to live over a decade, and you need to quit. Whatever you're implying that you have the right to do it, that there's some level equivalent to terrorism, is not me. And I've never, ever agreed to any kind of intrusion. I've never had a guardian that could have done that. After I was already committed and all this other stuff that was lied about that I can show you is also falsified for a very short while in 2017, like June, part of June, the end part through July. And Davey only wanted it for a certain amount of time to get established, to do the things and take care of my bills while I was locked up. He's not done signed me up for anything. Judge Dart's the one that had me committed. Didn't read the letter I wrote him. Even the nurse said, I don't think he read this letter if he still had you committed. All the people could smell your BS. You're not hanging your crimes on me anymore, and you're going down. Legally. It's not a threat. Don't say I'm the danger. The only danger I am to you is a valid danger because you've abused me for so long and you won't admit it. Come to this front porch, positively identify that it's me. Make sure you'll see a mole. Usually I'm wearing this spiral necklace, but sometimes others. And painted on my front door, I have the worst dates and times of the abuse. Let me just make sure I catch for the logistics, because you might change the times on stuff. Kind of a dark gray SUV. And this suspect list, all that, plus the dude, that dude reminded me of a weird version of my neighbor, the guy. I want to call him a little boy, but he had gray hair with the hump feet and a giant cross that they called David. I feel like he's connected. It might just be another lookalike, because they've used a lot of lookalikes around me. But I always figure out something from that. Isn't that amazing? I bet you hate that. You got behind the scenes. I might look like a ditz a lot, often, because I like to be silly and enjoy myself and tell jokes. But I have more intelligence than any of you ever will have, because you're stupid enough to be in a position that I would have let this go. I bet whoever's playing good cop won't let you, because they know you need to be caught. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll still pray for you. Okay, I'm taking the sarcasm out. I will still pray for you, but I'm not going to let you run me over anymore. Goodbye. October 25th, 2023.